Hey guys, this is more of about videos and how to kind of put them across, and I'm being straight up with you and my audience. Not that I wouldn't be. Well, actually, it is about being straight up with you. This whole video really is about being straight up. When it comes to who I am, transparently, I try to be as transparent as I can on the subjects I talk about. But when it comes to my personal life and my personal issues, of course, there's people you can't just talk about on the internet. It's not private to them. It brings them out to a public light. So I can't be transparent, right, on some things, and it's fair. So back to the other video I said about, um, looking at yourself and hearing yourself. The other thing is you have to, and I talked about being in a closed group where, see, with Celebrate Recovery or the Divorce Care, one of the rules of the group is that what is said in the group stays in the group, and I can't do that on the internet because this group could be potentially millions of people. So it's not a closed, concealed group. So I just can't talk about what I want to talk about. But I can talk about issue XYZ happened, or even say, for instance, I was going through a yellow light and someone pulled out from the other side, and but that's, who is it? Who knows? Where was the yellow light? What street? I don't have to say at this time of day this person with this license plate number did this with this color car, and this person had this kind of hair or none, and they were this skin tone. I don't have to go into all of that. I can just say this event happened, and it startled me or whatever, and how I reacted to it, and how it affected me, and how I responded. And okay, so that taking that to a personal level, I'm throwing this about like when I talk to my friends and stuff. I really only have one close friend, and I was the best man at his wedding. Um, I've spent months at his house while I was going through a divorce, and he just let me set up on his couch, and I worked for him in trade just to have someone to be with, so I wasn't alone. And he's been through things too, and so we've been through friendship things, and so with him, I'm really close. I don't talk about everything, but I don't think that I would feel hindrance in talking about almost anything. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel I have a transparency of a relationship that he's there to talk about those really hard issues if I wanted to. So I feel like with him I have a transparency. With other people that, like you guys online, I have to be general. I can't be specific about people. In particular, I can be specific about how I perceive, like say, mental illness. I can say how I reacted or how maybe divulge my own mental, not, well, like you say, illness, but depression, anxiety, and how I deal with that. But it's about me, and it's my choice, my free will. Now, when friends like from high school come to say, hey, drop in, and all that, now I've got a closed circle of friends on Facebook, and they're not necessarily all my friends, but there's people I know. There are people, there are people I've known on my list for 35, 40 years, 35 years probably. I'm 52, since I was 16, 15. There's people I've known since I was 15, so 37 years. So I don't divulge everything. I'm not that transparent with those friends. I've not been in life's issues. I've not gone through hard things. I haven't slept on their couch. I haven't broken bread with a lot of those people. I haven't worked for them and helped them in hard times. They haven't helped me in hard times, in that really close to close breaking bread at the table, blood, sweat, and tears kind of, but I will talk to some of my Facebook friends privately on my phone, and it's with the same issue. I don't feel that I can be transparent with them about everything. And if I do open up some, it's not like with my friend, my one close friend. It's more like, on this issue, I feel this way. I want to vent about it. I may be aggravated, but I'm feeling like it's within a closed circle. But with the same token, I watch these friends. So I have one that contacts me kind of regular, and I talk to him kind of regular. And then, but I know he doesn't like the text, but he doesn't read my text either. So, not usually. So he has an idea of what I'm like, but he's not really super interested to really understand me. So he might call once in a while. I might call him once in a while. We'll talk about general things, and then, if I talk to him on the phone and I want to follow up, well, he works. I don't want to just. He works. He's a really important position of a person, so I don't want to just drop a text or a phone call on him, but mainly a phone call on him, or even text his phone. So on Messenger, on Facebook, I'll text him. And then it's odd that he won't read that. I can see where there's a check mark or a send, an arrow, and he won't read that. And then, but he'll want to talk to me on the phone, which I understand he prefers. And I know he doesn't like the text, but he won't read my text. He hasn't said, I haven't brought it up to him. It's not really that big of an issue. But I noticed that if he was to read my text, then we'd be more on cue with what's going on. And then after I get over whatever I'm bothered with, at times, then I'll see he'll read my text, but it's way after the fact, so we're not concurrent. Like, it's not like that kind of friendship where, hey, I'm open up, I'm transparent. He's like, this is good, this is healing, this is a bonding friendship. And then, hey, Jeff texted me, okay, I'll read that and just keep up with what the relationship. It's a relay. So we have a really syncopated, odd relationship here where I'm pretty quick to return his calls, to return his text. He's pretty quick to return my calls, sort of. And then he doesn't text me back hardly because he'd rather call, but he doesn't read my text. So I look at that kind of thing. So if someone appears to me out of the blue out of high school, hadn't talked to him for 30 years, and then starts being really interested, like, how's your marriage going? How's your life going? How's this going? But we don't really have that relationship like I have with the other guy. Like, I'm on your couch and we're helping each other and we're working and we're just really talking. I don't talk to him with people like that about I'm not transparent. It's not, because there isn't really a transparency. If it's syncopated, if there's something wrong, so I just back off. But I will talk. So, make a long story short, if you want to, see what happens is it makes me lonely, sort of, because I feel like I can't open up to that many people, and then it's not good. So, but I'm going from a lifestyle of being codependent to being independent, and it's lonely. It's a lonely track. So that's part of why, and this is a very long video, but it's important. Not very long, it's just longer than my 3 to 5 minute goal. But I'm trying to make you be aware of who I am and what I divulge. And if you hear that, hey, Jeff said this or Jeff said that, and if it's about you, then you need to come to Jeff, because first, I'm not transparent to everybody because I don't necessarily trust everybody. I do trust someone, and it's people who spend time with me and are there. When I ask for help, they respond, or when I text them, they read it and they get back with me and they talk about what I text. But when they just read stuff later, and I can talk a lot, obviously, and I can text a lot, but if someone wants to be my friend and really get to know me, they're gonna wade through my text and read and get to know me. Do you see what I'm saying? And same with me. I'm gonna try to understand them. Or I'm going to say, hey, wait, I can't handle all that detail. Can you text less? I'm going to regulate the relationship, and good, but I care about the person. So when I don't have friends that do that, and they just kind of don't read my text and blow me off, and because it's important to me, or I wouldn't have said it, then it makes me, of course, what does it make you do? It makes you back off, right? It's like, I'm not going to be as transparent. I'm not going to talk about the issues because it's obviously not important. So understand that. So when I'm doing videos on the outside, I'm not see, I didn't name any names, but I did give you a hint that it's a guy, because I don't have girls that are close friends. That needs to be known, and that I talk to. So then, but my point is that I just am very careful about my circle of friends, how many friends I have. I'm learning to be more and more careful about what I say online and what I talk about. That may involve other people. And so when you do your videos on Facebook or on the YouTube, it's a learning curve, because you want to reach out, but you have to be attentive about your subject matter, especially if it involves people. So first is the idea, is the subject matter inanimate? Is it not human? So if it's not human, then more than likely it doesn't involve humans or their reactions. So it's easier to talk about ideas or objects or the weather or nature or something like that, or even an animal like a cat or a dog. It's so much easier because those are more so constants But when you talk about the variability of a human, and they have rights under law, you just can't talk about them. And I'm learning that more and more and more, especially for people that are close to me. I'm realizing that on my Facebook audience, don't have a strong following, but I do have people that follow me. But I just have to be careful about what I say about all that's my heart, and just reserve those really more intent, deep, hard things just for my friend. And then with the same token, not overwhelm him. So now, but I do try to vent and find other things to do, stay in my day, and that really helps with the loneliness. And part of the loneliness, if I didn't do that, part of it is like I want to reach out to friends, because that's part of my whole codependency, and just say, hey, I want to talk about this, and validation a bit, and and also just want to be heard. But I find more so that it's easier to just encourage others to stay in their day, and if it'll help somebody, then that's also me being heard. But it's a lasting effect. Like on YouTube, someone might find it 2 years from now and then say, well, that really helped me out. And I don't need the instant gratification, but I feel a need to want to help people. So it's not necessarily codependent. I'm trying to slice off the actual other person that I require to put back into me for what I invested in them. I'm trying to sever that, but I still want to be effective in helping someone somewhere, and that's why I even turned off comments on my videos. I don't need the feedback. I just want to feel in my mind to know that I tried to help somebody, and then that way I'm separating myself from the codependency so much and trying to go more so independent. But this is a long video, probably 10, 11 minutes, I don't know, but I'm trying to encourage you about who I am. Mainly if you hear something through the grapevine, or someone told you, or even if you ask somebody to ask me, you're not going to get the picture that you probably want. It may be good, it may be negative, because it's only going to be a part of what I'm dealing with at the moment, and I might be aggravated with you at the moment. And then if you get that as your report, you're going to see that as the whole report, possibly, because you don't have any other information, and it's not the whole report, it's just part of the report at the moment. Okay, so don't trust the rumor mill about me, and if you have a question about me, come to me directly. And then, like I said, I only talk to one person and divulge super intent, personal stuff, and I just have one person, that's it. Alright, that's it. So, something to think about. Just think about your friends, what you talk about, what you choose to talk about online. Be careful, and curb it as best you can, and find someone that you be gradual into the relationship, and try not to overload your friends, but do other things besides giving your friends so much to think about, because they have things to do in their day too. And be active in the community and try to give back, and you've got stuff to offer. You're an awesome person. You can do things in the community that can really help someone somewhere, something. Volunteer somewhere or do something. Like I just went by the church where I go. I didn't go by the church, I went by, I asked the song leader about this guitar that was given to me, and he gave me a few clues, sort of, but he hadn't seen a guitar yet. And I said, hey, I'm going through a divorce. I'm on my own a lot. I'm with my son. If you need me or the church needs me, just holler. If I have time, I'll come by and help out. I've got a lot to offer. And he said, well, thanks. Appreciate that. So I'm not really a tithe-giving person. I don't believe in the tithes the way people do it. It's always food to me. That's the law, and it's with the history of the law, and I'll talk about some of the time. It's not always food. It's always to the widows and the orphans, or the people basically that are bereaved of a financial source of income. It really comes down to, and the people that need help, and the poor or whatnot, truly need help. I mean, like a widow or a woman that's raising children, or a man can be a widow too that's raising children. They can't really work a job because they're working a job, they're taking care of their kids. Okay, and for them to be separated from their children leaves their children vulnerable. So yeah, I'll give my tithes. I'll do it, and I'll give it to a family that needs it, and I'll do it myself. That's biblical. That's the way the law really laid out. So I'm not a tithe-giving person, but if the church needs help, I don't mind helping out, because I believe in the church and helping. All right, I'm going to close this up. It's probably a 15-minute video. It's pretty intent. If I was looking for ratings on YouTube, it'd probably kill me because it's so long. Really, I want people to see my vids, and that's why it's 3 to 5. But I want them to see my vids, 3 to 5 minutes. I want them to see my vids because I want them to have something to do, and I'm trying to reach a specific target audience. And I'm not monetizing my channel. I'm just trying to be effective to help people and catch the people. Really, if there's someone out there ready to kill themselves, I would really rather than find a 3 or 5 minute video on my wall and it changes their mind and gives them hope. And that's why I'm tailoring it to 3 to 5. I'm trying to catch that mind that's off kilter that needs help. All right, my video is falling out of my hand, is twisting and it's going down, so I gotta go. All right, catch you later. Bye.